A couple of weeks ago, I had arrived home at nearly 4 o'clock. However, it appeared I had forgotten my key. Consequently, I was locked out of my house. It was negative 10 degrees outside. Essentially, I was forced to stand outside in December weather. On top of that, I had to participate in a band performance at 5:30. The clock struck 5, I was freezing, and I needed to get to the performance. There's no doubt about it. I was stressing. Stress is the biggest curse of modern life. Causes can vary from cramming for your history test the night before to worrying about your loved ones. Stress is defined as the state of mental or emotional strain or tension resulting from adverse or very demanding circumstances. As students, we experience stress every day. Unfortunately, we can't take control of this inescapable part of life that demands to attack us. However, we can learn how to obtain a lifestyle where stress is nothing but a speed bump. So what causes stress? One of many triggers is making time for important occurrences in your life. As tweens and teenagers, we must make time for homework, extracurricular activities, our friends and families, and the list goes on. It can be immensely challenging to juggle all of these things into your life while having some time to relax. Another thing that may cause us to stress out is high expectations. As society is changing, each generation is surrounded by more and more expectations. Whether they come from friends, parents, or coaches, anybody exposed to this kind of pressure will inevitably become stressed. One more thing that might result in stress is not achieving something you really wanted. We all have those times we've poured our heart and soul into an assignment in hopes of achieving an A, but when you achieve something less than you wanted, questions begin racing through your mind, and you may begin to feel apprehensive, incompetent, a letdown. This is just the beginning of an ocean full of things that may cause us to stress out, but not to worry, there's a solution. Now that we've gone over some reasons why we may stress out, let's discuss some ways in which we can reduce our stress levels and live a more enjoyable life. One way to calm you down is to inflate a balloon. This odd but useful method causes you to deep breathe, and it's also exceedingly amusing as well. Something else that if that doesn't work, try chewing gum. This has been proven to lessen anxiety and depression. According to a study conducted by Andrew Scully, PhD, participants who chewed gum on a regular basis presented less depression and more benefits to their health. Not into the occasional Wrigley's, go for the amazing gift that humans have been given, laughter. Have you ever heard the phrase, laughter is the best medicine? Well, it's no joke. Laughing has been proven to actually have long-term results. It reduces cortisol levels and releases endorphins to give you a more positive outlook on the world. Abraham Lincoln once said, "With the fearful strain that is on me night and day, if I did not laugh, I should die." Don't believe in any of these methods? That's okay. I urge you to find anything that will make you a happier person. Besides, even Dr. Hans Selye himself once said, "It's not stress that kills us, it's our reaction to it." Aside from the previous methods I've discussed, I'd like to finish off with one method that really helps me when I'm stressing. A story that will really open your eyes. A psychologist walked around a room while teaching stress management to an audience. As she raised a glass of water, she asked, "How heavy is this glass of water?" Answers called out ranged from 8 ounces to 20 ounces. She replied, "The absolute weight doesn't matter. It depends on how long I hold it. If I hold it for a minute, it's not a problem. If I hold it for an hour, I'll have an ache in my arm. And if I hold it all day, my arm will feel numb and paralyzed." In each case, the weight of the glass doesn't change, but the longer I hold it, the heavier it becomes. The stresses and worries of life are like that glass of water. Think about them for a while, nothing happens. Think about them a bit longer, they begin to hurt. And if you think about them all day long, you will feel incapable of doing anything. So, just remember to put the glass down. To conclude, stress can be a long-lasting obstacle, or stress can be nothing but a speed bump. It all depends on how you decide to deal with it. And yes, I made it to my band performance. How? because I realized that stressing wouldn't teleport me to where I needed to be, nor would it make the situation any better. So I calmed down and thought positive. Stress is a state of mind, and it exists only if you allow it to. So the next time you're worried or stressed out, don't beat yourself up about it. Always try to improve the situation, because tough times don't last. Tough people do.